Good morning, everybody. This is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer, and how you doing? Oh my goodness, I might have to go get myself another coffee pod. You know what? It's springing forward, so yeah, we lose an hour of sleep this morning. If you're still laying in bed and you're not watching my stream, that means you didn't know that the time was changing. Let me grab another pod here. All right, so I'm still working on my one cup of coffee. How you doing, everybody? Let's get started. Let's get rolling. Go jump right on into it. So today we are on the Pittsburgh Line East, and yeah, this is my server. We got a bunch here. Hey, how you doing, CSX? What's up, Albino Tailgater? All right, and so yeah, got a little Conrail action here. We're working out of, what yard are we working out of? Cambria Yard. And which is just off of the Norfolk Southern line over here, which we got a lot of trains going by. But yeah, I got Cambria Yard. I got some other people on the channel with me as well too. But we've got the Crescent Yard needs some work, and Hollidaysburg. So this DLC is actually, I decided to come here today just simply because there's been so much content. Outstanding. You're doing good. I'm glad you are, man. Glad you're here. But there's been so much content, some new stuff, and new DLCs, and this one was up as on the Depot Plus server. They took it down, and I don't know. It just seemed like when it first came out, everybody wanted to be on it, and it's just typically the gamer thing. Is that, something new comes out, everybody leaves the old and goes to the new, and we forget how good this one is. This is mountain railroading. You got a horseshoe curve. We're not going to be looking at that today. We're not going to be doing anything on the main line. I mean, I could have gotten by. It'd been 2 hours. When I went for Depot Plus, this is where I got my service hours. I would just grab a mainline train and take it from one end to the other. It was about a 2-hour run. And got my 2 hours in a day, and got my service hours up to where I can do anything that needs to be done on the Depot Plus. So anyway, if you want to come play, I do have a server up running for it. You just need to actually click on the panel that I have set up on the screen there. Hope you guys can see that. And you want to go to the TLF Mosel server. And click on that, click on that panel there, and that should take you right to my Mosel server. You should also have one for NorCal if you want to play on the NorCal map. Mosel has this one, the Mohawk Selkirk, the AGS, and the Southeast maps are all off of that machine. NorCal is off of a different machine. That's why there's 2 different links. And then just DM me in either one, and we'll go ahead and we'll get you set up and send you the messages of what needs to be done so you can get on the maps and play. So if you're brand new to Run8, our servers, along with the SRS simulated Southwest Rail Simulations SRS server, they have the Southwest. We are a teaching group. Partnered with Mike over there and Ken, the admin over there. So our philosophies are pretty much exactly the same. We don't do checkout rides. Mistakes will be made. We get that. If you're brand new to Run8 or brand new to Run8 in multiplayer, mistakes are going to be made. We're just going to coach you. You're not going to get yelled at. We're going to coach you that these are things that, and what some of the things that we're seeing as an example is, hey, it's okay if you want to give yourself mainline authority so you can do some work on a local. Just remember to relinquish that mainline authority. If you flip a switch, put it back to the way you found it. These are railroad basics, especially if it's on a mainline. You gotta make sure that when you're done, make sure that switch is lined and locked for mainline operation. Otherwise, you might see something too like an MOW flag next to a switch. That means if you're looking at the sign and you look down at the switch, the color of the flags on the switch need to match the color of the sign. It's pretty simple, pretty basic, and that's that's where we help you out. So if you forget to do something, like I said, we're going to coach you. Your locomotives, don't take them. Don't run. If there's locomotives that are set in the yard, like yard powered MP15 yard powered. and they're labeled as that, do not change the tags and take them out on the main line. You leave the tags alone. Leave the tags the way they are. Southeast has been seeing a lot of these mistakes. I will tell you right now, you don't need to build trains. Okay? You don't need to. There is enough work out there on the Southeast right now just to clean up everything, to get rid of the starter consists that are spread all over the map. There's enough work out there to be done that you don't need to be changing tags to go run a train. And honestly, real life wise, I mean, I'm in the middle of the road there. I'm not a hardcore prototype person. In fact, I have an idea that I will be discussing with my yard masters later on. They don't know this, but I have an idea, and this is something that will hopefully show, if it works out the way I plan it out, we'll show you guys exactly how configurable Run8 is. But to that end, if you're not, I mean, there's no reason to change car tags. There's no reason to change locomotive tags if they're tagged for, you know, like Cambria Yard tags, Cambria switchers, or whatever it might be. That's where that power needs to stay. Okay, so and these are all coachable pieces. So, and that's what our servers, both the TheLazyFarmer servers and the servers for Southwest Rail Simulation, we are a training group. So, and that's what we do. We want you to be comfortable. We want you to have fun. And if you want to get to Depot Plus or somebody else's, we can help you with that. And that, you know, where they do check out rides, we can actually help you. So that's it. All right, let me jump in. Let me make sure. First of all, I'm going to make sure. All right, Discord is on because I have a habit of not turning that on. Let me go ahead and jump in here. What's up, guys? How you doing this morning?
Great.
All right, let me turn the volume down. Thanks for Ken for doing that. You just blasted everybody's ears. Everybody's kind of deaf now.
All right, well, great.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure we're going to turn this down a little bit. You guys are really loud. There we go. Mike, how was the party last night?
It's good. It's good.
Okay. Well, that was enough of that. Calm down, Mike.
Okay.
So, all right. Anyhow, what's that? You're driving a drink?
Driving a train.
Oh, you're driving a train drunk? Nice.
No.
He's on no.
I get fired. You'll fire me.
Yeah, no, we just do a write up like we do at everybody else. All right, second cup of coffee is made. We're good to go. All right, let me get started here. So, yeah, if you guys can see that panel, I don't know if you guys can click on it, if you can get to anywhere, what it does. I mean, it's something I saw that'd be kind of useful because I tell you where everybody needs to go to join the servers. If it works, I'll change it out, and I'll actually add the SRS to that panel that's on my screen. All right. Here we go. And let's get some car tags up. What's that?
It's not clickable.
It's not. It's supposed to be. Okay, well, all right. Let me go get rid of it then. Since it's not working, I'll have to go back and look at that and find out why it's not. So it was worth a try. I mean, it is beta right now. So where I go to get my liver, well, I call them liver. I guess I could call them channel liveries. So all right, this is running. No. Let's get these all started. All right, I'm thinking, and that's a dangerous thing.
Is there anything out there on the secondary that needs to be?
You know what? I don't even know if there is anything out there in the secondary. That's a long pull. I think there's one of the coal mines out there. That's like it's almost a 6-hour run to go if you're running the 100 empty cars out. I mean, I thought it was going to be a short run because I looked at the map and the map was like, oh, it's going to be short. No, it was 6 hours later. I finally pulled into the farthest coal mine. So, oh, that's hot. That's good. All right. So I got three locals there. What's that?
So don't burn your tongue now.
Yeah, it's all right. So anyway, I got 3 locals out here. I got the CB1, I got the CB2, and the D793. And I'm going to get the map up. Always get the map up. You have 2 monitors. I do highly recommend. If not, you can always put it in the background and just alt-tab to it if you need to look at the map. Or you can also do what I do too, is I print them out and I put them in a plastic sheet, so I can actually use like a little dry erase marker and make notes on the plastic sheet. So I am Groot. Thank you so much for the $5, and that means I get more coffee for a day. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. So it's going great. How are you? I know you're in the channel here with me. I heard you laughing.
Yeah, my man.
So, yeah. And there's Mr. Clark. How you doing, Mr. Clark?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. Saw you guys were hanging out over there at SRS yesterday. You guys get a lot of work done?
Yeah, Briscoe actually finished your 70 that you were working on there.
Oh, that's good.
Well, he was close to being done. He got off. He lawed out, so he was like, it's time to go.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, this is realistic railroading. I mean, you never can do it fast.
Yeah.
I watched a video.
Then,
oh, go ahead. What's
and then
up,
Jason
Mike?
was finishing up 81 down there.
So yeah, I watched a video last night. I couldn't sleep last night. So there's going to be mistakes. I'm just saying, there's going to be mistakes. I'll put that switch back. And yeah, no, it was a good video on how to use the consist editor, the external. It was a good one. It really was. But I don't know. It showed the power of the consist editor, which is good. But and it was mostly, he was gearing it toward mostly solo play. So I mean, I do recommend that if you are a solo player, you get the consist editor, and because it'll help you out. But I don't know, he was using it in relationship to how to clear out the bowl real quick. And and honestly, what he was doing with it is can be done. How am I going? I'm trying to be political on this. Yeah, you can manipulate a string of cars, and I've used it for that. And I've used it for when I go to set up a video. And this is before the Run8 order builder came out. Which I need to grab that file again. I'm going to put it on my channel so people can go to my channel and instead of having to wade through the depot's forums, I'll put it on my channel, get it out there, because the order builder, and thanks Ken, I think it was you that sent me down that rabbit hole, is incredibly good. That if you want to set up a train for running a local, okay, and it's good for that, and that's actually what I did here in the Cambria Yard. That all 3 of these, using the order builder, all 3 strings that are sitting here for each local, I just used the order builder and chose that specific local, and I came up with a random consist of cars. So it's very good at that, at randomizing, and then they just get an update to where it actually now randomizes the direction the car is facing. So it's gotten really good. I gotta go take a look and see if there's another update, but and it works with all DLCs, map DLCs to be specific. But I still have the consist editor as well too, because if I do get a string of cars out of the bowl for any classification yard, I can sort them and then just copy them into the train maker upper, and then drop it into the outbound yard, and I'm good to go. And so, but he showed something that was really good. It was a good idea. And how to use the consist editor to build cars, and he gave me an idea for a. Oops, let's go the wrong way. See, I'm making a mistake already. There we go. But how to set up a spreadsheet, and gave me an idea that actually could be used for the matrices that we're using over here. Because I looked at that, and it was specifically what one of the players that comes onto my server for the Southeast, what he was asking for, and I looked at that, and I'm like, that's a great idea. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with looking at what somebody comes up with and using that. I'm like, hey, that's a great idea, I'm going to use it. It's taking credit for it when it's not your idea. So it's not my idea, but it is an idea, and I'm going to use it because it's a great way for players like Sean. Like Sean was saying, I don't know what to do over or where things go over on the NorCal server. This would be a great way to say, okay, we got a ton of cars sitting in the Sparks yard. How do I build a train for this? And this would be really a great way for someone to say, okay, I need. How fast am I going? What's my HUD? Oh, I'm only going 18 miles an hour through the Cambria Yard.
Hi.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you get your right up where you're from.
You can't do that. That was pre-written. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to go take the map, and I just realized I need to add another overlay to my stream so I could actually put the game up and the map. And there's a good one I was going to do. And I got sidetracked because Ken sent me down a rabbit hole. He's like, I can't access the channel. Come on, seriously?
I felt so low.
So, alright, let's go ahead and get it back on the ground.
You say you have a lot of locals down there. Your coal train's sitting out here, but it needs to be worked too.
Yeah, I mean, there's Crescent Yard, there's the coal plant up there. Was it BPP? Yeah, that one is set up, so that one needs to be worked. I want to go. Which way do I want? Where's my map? All right, who took my map?
I stole it.
Dang it. I'm going out that way, so that looks like that is going to be going over. So I believe I can fly. I believe it.
Fly?
Yeah, I can make this train fly. All right.
That song, I can believe I can fly.
Yeah, I was actually going there. All right, let's go back. I do, and like anything else, it's like I'm jumping in here. I have no idea where anything is. I'm just going to pull it. And I don't even have a shoving platform on there. This is going to be all tank cars, and I'm going to go out. Where I'm heading is, I need to go find, I'm heading for PepsiCo. I believe, remember, this cut of cars that I'm doing. So I am about to show everybody, this is the only time, like these locomotives I was talking about before I brought you guys into the stream, that no matter what server you're on, the locomotives are set in that location. So like these locomotives stay, on the Conemaugh Black Lick line. They could be in the if you got to tie them down, you tie them down in the Cambria Yard, you tie them down in Washington Street Yard, you tie them down somewhere, but they don't leave the Conemaugh Black Lick and then head down the main line to go to Rose Yard. Sorry, that doesn't work. I can tell you right now, in Rose Yard, there's a ton of power down there, and so if you need road power, go get one and bring it back. Just don't say, okay, I'm going to leave with these locomotives and drag it down to Rose Yard. It doesn't work. Don't do that, because now you're pulling this power away. And I guarantee you, what's happening is someone's, they've been doing this on the Southeast. They've been doing it on other maps. The power stays where it is. Don't drive it down the map, and don't send it off the map either. Don't AI it and say, okay, I'm done for the day, and let it go. No, the power stays where it's located, and it's going to, this power set here is going to be working one of 3 locals, and either the CB1, the CB2, or the D793. And that's why it stays here. Now, if somebody else comes along, and we were talking about that this morning. If somebody else comes along and they want to work something, but the power's gone, Sean Groot, he's got his yard. He likes working down in Taft, and I can't tell you the number of times that we've spawned him MP15s because the MP15s just keep disappearing. Leave the MP15s in the Taft yard. Yeah. I mean, I know Mike's spawned him some power a few times. So let's go forward number first. So that's why the power stays where the power stays. And honestly, you get to the point it's like, okay, I don't want to finish this job. Well, then at least notate on the matrix where you tied the MP15s down. So, or if you don't like the power, don't delete it. I mean, the power stays where the power stays. If you do how you operate on your local map is going to be a lot different than how you do it on a multiplayer public server. So you have to consider the other people that play. All right. Anyway, I'm off that. That's it. That's just the general coaching. I think I actually wanted the other one. Now that I think about it, I think it's the CB2 that I want. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, Hollidaysburg's got a lot of work to do. I didn't go out, I was saying, Ken, I didn't go out to South Fork Secondary.
Yeah, that one definitely needs to work too. I'm up here at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, up on Crescent. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at that. There's a lot of cars there. And I think when I rolled through, as I looked at it, anything that was tagged as none, I deleted. There were some cars that I believe were tagged incorrectly because they were what came with the DLC versus what the Depot Plus's configs are. So it was like DKL. SKL. Oh no, that's SKL. I'm trying to see it. It's like green against the blue sky. It's hard to see. Alright, yeah, SKL.
I'm walking around with feet of snow up here. So.
That's interesting. I got no snow. It's green. It's bright green.
Yep, it's all snowy up here.
See, that would be something I would change if I was going to do an update on the engine and everything. It's like the weather would be universal to everybody that's signed in. That would just be me.
That would be just you.
That would be me. I would set that way. Alright, let's go ahead. Now I could do the F7 cheat. Release. And we're going to release that, connect, they're both open. That one's open, I can see the ankle cock there is open, release the handbrakes. That one's open, released, that one's open. Connect, release, open. There we go. Connect, release, that one's open, this one I can see is open. I'm thinking that where I'm going with these, I have a feeling that I should really have had a, it says Archer Daniels Midland. That's interesting we're getting those because this is for JF, yeah. Oh no, this is Pepsi-Cola. Okay, I am going to go to Pepsi-Cola. Nice. So yeah, I'll have to basically pull past and then push into the Washington Street yard. Fascinating, says Mr. Spock. I don't know why I was trying to channel him right there. Actually, go back. Switches are lined for another train right now. Uh-oh. Auto is on. And the main line is busy.
Auto is on.
Yeah. Release. And we got one more. Brakes release. Going to the locomotive. There we go. And that's released. Let's go partial. Watch the air. And I'm just going to go again. Neutral. Oh, air's coming right back down. Okay, I was going to... Yeah, actually, I'm going to notch it up. Help the compressor out a little, you know, or help to charge the line a little bit, run that compressor. Okay, under 70, full open. And okay, we're charging and waiting. Okay, main reservoir's coming up. Yeah, the map is for this one is very, very misleading. Although that distance has never really been a thing on the Depot Plus maps. But on this one here, you look at the map like, oh, you get the impression it's gonna be a short run between these two yards. Yeah, no, I was playing and it took me 45 minutes to an hour just to get from one yard to another. So, all right, let's look at this. Yeah, I do need a buffer car. So I do. Yeah, I do. Do I have one? No. I guess I could have spawned one in. That's alright, we're gonna go with it. But you're right, I do need one. I have this, yeah. Safety third on my railroad, buddy.
Have my car loaded? Yeah.
It's actually an empty. The ones up against the locomotive are empties.
You're fine.
And then SKL, what is S? What is? Yeah. Oh, SKL is safety clean, so they're going there to get cleaned. Either that, or they're going to get loaded. I should actually, but he's not wrong. I mean, I should, you know, I should have a buffer car. That is good safety practice. But yeah, on the TheLazyFarmer Railroad, yeah, it's safety third. Because this is my virtual railroad. What's that, Mike? Yeah, exactly. All right, we're getting close to what? Okay, here we go. Good enough. Yeah, look at that. I'm not. Yeah. All right. You're gonna start pushing me? Really? You guys are in that much of a hurry? Jeez. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I'm looking at the cars. Why am I looking at the cars? Because I forgot to do something great. Go here, and we'll set that as the lead unit. There we go. Now when I jump into engineer view, I'm looking in the right direction. Who needs to look?
Hey.
I railroad by feel. Now we can do this. I'm trying to use the horn and the bell today, guys. Oh, parking brakes are on. I had a brake left on. That's why I was dragging. On this, wait, so it derailed somewhere on this map, but in real life? Ah. There's a rumor they were going to extend this out to Conway. Johnstown, this Cambria Yard, if that's what you're asking there, buddy. Yeah, is that supposed to be Johnstown? Looks nothing like it yet.
Corbin, Kentucky.
Oh, that's Kentucky. What do you expect?
Well, you're talking to Briscoe. He thought maybe it might have been his train that took that direction.
Oh, well, oh, really? Okay, so, all right. All right, let's see if I can get these cars to where they're supposed to be going. These guys do it, man. I don't know. I don't know this area. What? Oh my goodness! Everybody genuflect to Governor Brown. Governor Brown is back in. I have not seen you in a long time, sir. How are you doing? And when are you gonna start coming? Show up and start playing with us. Mike, I'm going to talk to you about, after the stream, we'll talk to you about the other game. If you are interested. He is doing fantastic. I'm glad you're doing fantastic. I'm doing all right myself. But the question still stands. When are you going to come play with us? I think last I heard, if I remember correctly, was you were working on getting a new computer, or don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a while, Mr. Brown. Soon, very soon. All right, like what, the next hour? I mean, you said soon. All right, soon, yeah, just soon. All right. So I'm going to stand in the gauge over here. What I want to do, these are, if I pull this up, pull up the tagger, D793. So I need to change these locomotive tags. This is the only time that you would be allowed to, or it's okay to change the locomotive tags. And I'm going to do it on the lead locomotive only. The other one back here, you can see it highlighted yellow when I clicked here. I'm going to leave that as CB1 because it really only matters on the lead locomotive. And the reason I'm doing, I may have to change that when we start coming back, but the reason is because if I do that one, now I get the switch list. So if I had left it as CB1, I wouldn't be able to get this. And this shows me not only what I have to set out, but what I have to pick up. So I got a string of cars at PepsiCo. I got a string at Safety Clean. So we've got two companies to work, PepsiCo and Safety Clean. Then we drag these back into the Cambria Yard, and then we'll go ahead and grab another string, depending on how much time we have. Alright, let's come off the dynamic brakes. Let's see if... Oh, we're holding. All brakes are off. I was wanting to see if. Oh no, we're starting to slowly roll. We've got a 0.4% grade, downhill grade here. Gravity said, no, you're going to move forward. All right. Mike, what'd you end up doing? I know you said you were going to drive a road train, or?
Driving the train.
Oh, okay. Hey, Sean, I just thought of something here. I think I got your problem. Ghost likes to spend money on Run8. We can get Ghost to buy you DLC.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Problem solved.
Yeah, problem solved. Yeah, I don't know. This is a very underappreciated DLC, kind of like NorCal is too. NorCal is a very good DLC for somebody that wants to, if they're very interested in playing locally. Yeah. I'm looking at that.
I like NorCal. I just can't. I just gotta understand it. I say figure it out.
Well, and that's what we were discussing, is that you're a CSX guy, you live in CSX territory, so you understand CSX. I'm out here where I'm surrounded by BNSF and UP, so I understand that. And then, worse yet, the tagging system for Norfolk Southern. I have no clue about that. So, anyway. That brings me to the idea that I have. So I'm hoping I'm on the right track here. You can see me make a mistake if I'm on the wrong one, because usually I push back. But I'm looking at the map. According to this, I should be on the right track. Oh, Jay Singh, what's up? You woke up and actually joined me on my stream. Good morning to you. You know what? You actually beat your brother. Pittsburgh Line is your neck of the woods, Brandon? Nice. It's a good, I mean, it's really, I mean, I think it's a very good map. It really is. So all the DLCs are a really good map. I mean, I mean, yeah, for me, the Southwest is very easy. I understand. I can look at a tag. CSX is, no, Albino Tailgater, that's CSX. Hence, he says he's surrounded by it. Oh, let's get some dynamic brakes on here so I can control the speed. Because we're almost, oh, that's backing down again, but we're almost down to like almost 1%. That's one spot right here. So right now the cars are pushing me. Track speed is 15 miles an hour, so I'm sitting at 14. Okay, we're going to slow down now. Uh-oh, I got some nun cars. I have to change. I might change those out. That's Gautier steel scrap. So they're like this. It must get cold there. So I'll just, I'm going to bring this train to a stop, and I'm actually going to change those tags. So that industry will actually process those cars. So I'll show you what I'm going to do here, guys. And this is on the DLC. So here's what happens. And hey, I said hi, Jay Singh. Were you not paying attention? There'll be a test tomorrow, Jay Singh. I'm just saying. SoCal, Jerry, is we partnered with Southwest Rail Simulations. So if you go to my Mosel Discord channel, there's information there for Southwest Rail Simulations. We're using their SoCal server. So in essence, yes, we have a SoCal server, but it is being hosted by Southwest Rail Simulations. It is their server. So, and you forgot to say you're surrounded by NS. So you need to change your name to Albino CSX NS Tailgater. There you go. That's your new name. Alright, okay. So I'm going to come over here, and the first thing I want to do is I'm going to bring up, make sure I've got the right industry here. So I'm going to go into, alright, so this is GSS, which on the map is tagged correctly, so good. So now I'm going to go and click on the tagger, and I'm just going to hold down the control key, and I'm going to click on all of these to highlight them all. And I'm going to erase the none, and I'm just going to add the tag GSS. So now they're all tagged right. But then I also want to do this. I want to go Control L, all right, and I'm going to pull up the industry config and look for, if I double click or if I single click on the incoming tag, I can cycle around. It actually sorts it numerically and alphabetically. Look for GSS right there. Gaudier Steel Limited Scrap is the industry name. CB1 is the local that will work that one. And okay, so it does take gondolas and produces loads, and they're going to Conway. So we got a problem. So these aren't gondolas that are sitting there. So I can do something. So what I'm going to do is and they produce loads. These are already loaded. So I mean, I can click here and empty it out. And I like that. I mean, you empty it out, or you can see the weight, how it bounces. So I can do the whole. If I go to tagger, I can do the same thing here. I can just go through and grab them all, make them all empty, but they're still wrong. These are open hoppers. These aren't gondolas. So these need to be changed out. So what do I got? I got how many cars? I didn't count. We got 5. All right, I'm going to delete this, and then I'm just going to bring up by left control and F1, bring up the train maker upper, and I want gondola cars, and I'm just going to grab one. Oh, those are quill. I don't want quill. Let's start with this one. And let's see. Hit down the left control. 2, 3, 4, 5. Add them. Place train. There we go. And these are empties, and then I'm going to do the same thing. And I'm just going to, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I had 5. Maybe a train. Oh, no. It extended past the end of the track, so it ignored the last one. That's fine. That will work. And same thing, control. And we'll put these as GSS. Alright, so now we got the right cars there with the right tags on that industry, so now they'll be worked. And these guys are sitting over here. They said none. But farmer, they said none. They said none. You didn't delete them. These guys don't know, you know. Alright. Jay Singh, hi. I know you're listening to me. I know you can hear me. Oh, unless you've got your volume on your Chromebook turned down. I said hi. Oh, there goes my chat. That would, hey, you know what? It would not be a YouTube video stream if my chat disappeared, and now it's back. Alright. Let's take a look. Am I dropping packets? No. Everything working fine? Yes. YouTube being YouTube. Alright, what do we got? Okay, looking at everything. Still haven't answered, Jerry. When are you going to be getting see, look at it. I'm not even hitting the throttle. I'm already starting to roll. Let's go ahead and get a little bit, get into this just a little bit. Go back to my map so I can see. There we go. Alright. And, alright, so that's Gaudier Steel. Perfect. And there's 2 other. We got to the Cambria, or the Washington Street Yard coming up here. Probably on the other side of these buildings.
So up here at Creston, you have a bunch of local
Are they sitting on the fuel ramp there?
Yeah.
Those actually, well, it would take, you would have to have the the enhancement, but those actually are supposed to be either NS road engines, or they're going more likely drew a blank. RJ Corman. Yeah, and then I forgot what off the top of my head what the local number is, but I think it's like RJ1 or RJ2.
You got two.
Oh yeah, so it would be, locals would actually just be retagged as RJ1, RJ2 accordingly. Don't hurt. Hey! Don't hurt yourself, okay?
Well, my RJ Corman ones are different ones I use.
Oh, okay.
I took the Run8 ones.
Oh yeah, no, oh, there's some more cars in there. I need to go look at that industry as well too. So GSPA gutter steel. There's GSPB and A, and there's no cars in there labeled none. Can you talk 40 car? I could take any. I could honestly take any length of cars. I'm just taking what was actually delivered to my yard. All right. This is where. Tell me. I can't see. Potential derail, but it's a spring-loaded switch. That's okay. Albino tailgater CSX NS. You forgot the NS. Alright, let's go ahead and do the countdown. My string is only about 800 feet long, but I gotta back into the yard down by where Safety Clean and PepsiCo are right next to each other, so. And it is a 665 foot run around, or I can always push all the way down to the other end and run around down there. Alright, let's go ahead. We're on the level here. I do like your new name. When you first started showing up in my channel, you were CSX. So you're always going to be CSX. It's just the way it is. You change your name to whatever, you're CSX. All right. I had to take a break. Lost a very close friend and had to get all of his stuff taken care of. Oh, I think you were telling me about that, Jerry. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah.
I lost my good friend, 6 months ago? 5, 6 months ago.
Oh, this is what sucks right here. I'm down in okay, I don't know what this is, but the water was green. And then I'm already, okay, good. So, should have flipped that switch, but it was spring loaded. That's, All right, let's go. I'm going to sit there. I want to go over here and look at these industries. I got cars sitting here that are none, and they're loaded. So, well, you know what? We're going to load them all up, and we know that the other industry we passed was gondolas, so they're going to Conway. So guess where these are going? Conway. Yeah, if they ever come out with the extension to Conway, a lot of people would be back on this map.
Yeah.
Very much. Okay, so we're looking at GSPA. I got coil cars sitting here, so let's do Control L. GSPA, they produce load, coil cars, and outgoing tag goes GSPB. Wait, what? So I take these loaded, which green tells me they're empty, and they want, this is what the depot wants? GSPB. Alright, so now, and they produce loads. So they're loaded coil cars now, which would go over here. And they've got gondolas sitting here. GSPB, coil cars, and they produce... okay, see, I got a problem with that. These cars are just going to bounce back and forth between GSPB and GSPA. It seems like it would go, I don't know, coil cars, empties. So I can see the coil cars coming over here, loaded, and then bulkhead or gondolas with pipe something coming in over here with these guys gondola with scrap over on the far side, so that way, you know, they're making pipe, and whatever is left over gets put in the gondola to go back off for recycling. That's how I see that. So, kind of what we have down here. Okay, we got this down here. So, none. GSL. What do these cars do? Got here steel. Bulkhead flat cars, loads, and gondolas, loads. And they go to Conway. I have to rethink this industry. So this is GSL. Okay. And if anybody knows this industry, tell me exactly. I mean, I'd rather... Alright, so those should actually load up with something. Alright. And we have these coil cars here, none. So these will go to GSA. Or GSPA, sorry. Alright. And what do we have with a boxcar? GSL, GSL. So we have two GSLs. Interesting. Okay. I'm not going to get rid of these. I'm not sure what the boxcar is doing over here. Alright, bulkhead flat, bulkhead flat, bulkhead flat. GSL. And I might have to drop a switcher in over here. An MP15, Sean.
Hot dog.
And
I just think they did a really great job doing the MP15. It sounds good. The sounds are nice.
oh, and they look dirty and grungy, and yeah, no, they're
they look great.
we'll put these guys to GSS. And empties, and then a boxcar. I'm not sure about. Let's go. Actually, I'm just going to tag this as delete for right now. But I'm not going to delete it, because if I delete it, it'll delete the whole string. So, and I'm not ready to pull these apart. All right, let's go. So we got things sorted. Let's go back to our train. which we get to push down past here. And yeah, we're going to push past Safety Clean and PepsiCo into, well, we're going to stay on the main, and then we'll use the branch as a runaround. Actually, I need to, you know what? Oh, look, eye candy. That's cool. E-rail, E-rail, E-rail. Huh, okay. That's the thing. They did set this up so that you've got really good through trains. And a lot. Alright, we're going to reverse. Actually, before we do that, I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. The first cup of coffee is already hitting me. I got to go get rid of it. I only rent it. I don't buy coffee. So I'm going to mute myself, and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, I am back. Let's get this thing going. All right. I didn't do it. I did. What's that? Huh? What?
These scrap guns that are up here at Creston that are marked RJCP Stillwater.
RJ Corman.
Yeah, CP Stillwater.
Yeah, RJ Corman and P.
It's CSS is the tag for the industry, but looking at the tag for that industry, it all says outgoing is scrapped or scraped, delete cart.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, scrapped.
Oh, I know what. Okay, I know what industry that is. Yes, that is the industry that they set up. And it's actually pretty cool, is that, and then this is on their OC, is you drop cars off and then you start a timer on the OC, and when that timer counts down to 0, then whoever takes over goes back to that industry and just deletes the cars. So it simulates the cars being cut up. They're like no longer going to be in service, and it's all being cut up and thrown into scrap for recycling.
So kind of like the one that's on the Norfolk Southern.
Yeah.
On AGS, they have that where you park cars at the back, basically. Those could be considered, a timer. Scrap them out. Yeah, these are loaded guns, so I don't know if we want to technically delete these because these are loaded, but I don't know what RJCP Stillwater is because.
Yeah, I mean that one I don't know either because, unless it's isn't it like Stillwater? Well, Stillwater, Florida. Unless they're going off the map. that's something I can't answer. I'm not sure.
Okay. No.
Okay, so this is the same thing, Sean, that you're having with NorCal. I have with this map is like, and I'm starting to learn the southeast map where the distant, the distant locations are, where what goes where off the map. And thanks to Jason, he sent me something that kind of has a little bit of a flow. Like, okay, if I'm going to go to Birmingham, it goes off this way, and that's kind of nice. I'm kind of reworking it a little bit. In the sense that it's still all the DLCs for the Southeast are going to be connected on this, the way they are in the game or in the simulator, but I'm re-envisioning it so it looks a little bit better, and I'm also going to be tying in the different locals as well too, whether it's going to be like a Q101, Q10, 456. And that's going to be based off of, because I got tired of trying to beat my head against the wall on that map, and it's just using whatever tags that they put in on the in the routings for the routing symbol. So I know people are going to be like, that's not the right symbol. I don't care. It's Run8. I operate inside of Run8.
Right.
Looks like I'm in
Like,
Johnstown.
anytime-
I don't know. I mean, Brandon, I don't know if this is Johnstown or not. I mean, it could be. I don't know anything about this area. I mean, it looks like. I like to go visit. It looks like a very pretty area.
Yeah, that's where you're at, Johnstown.
Let's see. Now, if I look at the map, I guess it could be. It doesn't say. It just says it's. I mean, this is. I'm going to start backing down into the Washington Street yard, which is where all the cars are for Gaudier Steel, which I'm going to be passing through that, and then there's another little yard just down a little bit. That's actually where I'm going to go with these cars, and then I'm going to work the PepsiCo and Safety Clean, and then take whatever I can take back up to the Cambria Yard.
Yeah,
But
that whole area you're in is called Johnstown.
Is it called Johnstown? Okay, I have no idea. It's on my bucket list at some point. I mean, I'll stop streaming and start visiting these places.
It's was a huge major steel area for the longest time.
Well, it makes sense. Coal's nearby too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to stand in the gauge because safety third.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not?
So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these cars out of that industry, and we'll send them off route or something, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to technically process either because of the tagging.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it'd be something they could send them over here, but I'm gonna have to go on my local map and rework Gaudier Steel because I don't understand why the depot has set things up so those steel coil cars are going to go back and forth between A and B and just load, unload, load, unload, load, unload. I think that might have been a mistake on their part. And honestly, it's not going to get rectified because now that they no longer have a server for it. Thank you. Yeah, if they don't no longer have a server, they're not going to fix it.
Yeah.
And Brad's overpopulated files aren't going to get redone and all that good stuff. So, which I get, what? I get it. How can I put this? It doesn't cost a lot of money to run a server. Honestly, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
It's very lightweight. The program itself is very lightweight, so you don't. I'm gonna get back on the ground because I gotta make sure I got my switches lined up. Because we already know I cannot monologue and run a train. Okay, looks like I'm good. So I just don't understand why. And well, I do. I do understand. And this is from my perspective, and my perception of this is perception is reality. They modify they modify the DLCs to match their OC as opposed to going the other way. Modifying the OC to match the DLCs, and so maybe the way the OC is programmed, they can only run 4 servers. They can't add a 5th or a 6th. I don't know. I'm speculating, and maybe with what and how they're doing it, whatever they're using to run the OC. The OC is great. I mean, I love their OC. I love what they've done. But if it's hamstringing you, it's time for something new. CSX and NS interchange in Johnstown. The CSX branch is a branch off the sand patch and rock. You see, you're not okay. You know what? I'll believe you, Brandon. I will believe you because I have no idea. I just know that this is a really good DLC, and
Yeah, CSX comes up from the south there.
Oh, you know what? I'm looking at the map. It does say CSX S&C branch. So, like where I'm pushing these cars to, it comes off that yard. So yeah, that makes sense. Now I gotta go down there and see if they actually set up. According to the map, there's no interchange there. That'd be a nice little, depending on how long that run is. Could be a good way to bring trains in from CSX. I mean, they've done it. They did it on the AGS route. Why not do it here?
Yeah.
Good. Fairly flat. We're okay.
I get there real quick.
Who? What? How? Where?
Yeah.
I can get my message.
See, like this, I'm looking at the map, and it's like, okay, how far down? It's not that far. Okay, I can see Pepsi-Cola starting to come in. Safety clean. All right, not that far. I forgot where it is. I think it's all the Hollingsburgers. They do some little bit of street running on this map. Oh yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I was saying earlier, I think before you joined me, Brandon, when I joined the Depot Plus and had to get my service hours in, then this is where I would come, and I would run a train from one end of the map to the other. It took about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours to do it. So easy way, just grab any road train and just drive it. And yeah, going up and yeah, the main line, yeah, the grades are fun. Going over Horseshoe Curve, it's fun. I mean, and going both ways. And of course, that one little clip that I have coming out of the Portage Tunnel, going east. I think we were going eastbound, and I was doing a checkout ride, and I asked the kid that was being the engineer, I said, "What do you know what your track speed is right here?" And just as he said, he goes, "I don't know, but this curve's not going to be fun." If the sim would let you put the train on its side, it would have happened right there. It's funny, and I haven't seen that kid since. But you come out of the Portage Tunnel, it's 15 miles an hour out of that tunnel. So, and he was doing almost 50. Getting close to 60 going into that turn. That was a fail, by the way. Alright, there's SKL, which is safety clean. There's PEP, Pepsi-Cola. So I'm just looking for the switch to go in the yard, because I am going to go and put this down on track 2 in the yard down here. That way I'll go back, and then I'll use track 1, go and pull whatever cars are in safety clean and PepsiCo out, and then I can shove back in with these cars. Alright, so safety clean's there. Got 2 tracks for PepsiCo. Alright. What are the icons? Oh, on my thing. That's actually, I've got enough. I know what you're asking. It's like people that, you know, if someone subscribes, it's supposed to show who the last person to subscribe was, who the last person that donated, and the last person that actually became a member of my channel. So as I throw out, like for membership, you know, it's small, but hey, you know, if you're a member and I post a video, you'll get the video 1 to 2 days before anybody else does. So that's what those icons are at the bottom. That's for safety clean. See, I like the fact that they use the safety clean tankers. I like that. Not in what I've got. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. It's called the slide. The curve there is Benny, the famous red arrow wreck on the curve coming out of the tunnel over 60 miles an hour. If you got time, look up PRR red arrow. I will look it up. I will definitely look it up. It's kind of like, maybe that's what that kid was trying to simulate, was that wreck. Past. Maybe I can do it all right here. No, I need to run. I guess I did do it right here, actually. Fly up here and go take a look. I got 11 pounds on there. How far down? Oh, the yard's not that far down. I was going to come down here, put my consist right there, and then run back and bring that stuff down, and then I can pull it back. I think I will do that. I'll stick with my plan. So let me go down here, get on the ground again. Ow! I landed on the building. I broke a leg. No, someone's gonna shoot me.
Not playing Lotro.
Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah, because if we were, my daughter would find a cliff and run us off it.
In that little yard there is supposed to actually be CSX's yard.
What's that? That's the CSX interchange yard?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Well, it's not. They obviously, you don't have any industries down there, so why would we want to use it as an interchange with CSX? But hey, what do I know? I already said why. They probably didn't.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and keep pushing this back. I think Jason's already moved on to something else. He'll catch me tomorrow morning when I'm at work. Yeah, I didn't see his brother Andrew. His brother usually shows up as well too, but he'll come by and talk to me. Both of them they'll hang out with me they'll get there about an hour before school starts and just hang out with me. We just talk, and then Jay Singh is like a huge train buff, so he's constantly asking me questions about this. Yeah. I had to, yeah, it was, I had to have a talk. Go back to class. You know, because he was coming out to ask me a question. Go back to class. There's a time and a place to ask me a question. This is not the time or the place. Go back to class. But they're good kids. Some of the better ones. Pretty much, but Red Arrow was a passenger train haul by 2. Oh, dang. Yeah, I'll look that one up. I got a note here to look that up. It'll probably be one of the things that, you know, I watch tonight when I'm trying to wind down. Because with the hour having the spring forward, yeah, that's going to be a few days of just people complaining and dragging because they didn't pay attention to the time change.
I think my internal clock's already been on the spring forward.
Oh, I get up early every morning anyway, so it really didn't affect. I don't feel like it affected me.
Well, I mean, I get up early too, but it was just like I was waking up at 4:30 instead of 5:30, which would technically be 5:30 now. So.
Yeah, I'm surprised Jason's not in here with us because he was talking about. He goes, "Oh, I see we're going to be over on Pittsburgh." I'm like, "Yep." He goes, "Okay, I'm ready for it." But the storm that came through here the early part of last week probably hit him.
Yeah, he was up there, and they're short people, so. But I don't know if he had to work last night or not. He didn't really say. So. He just may be sleeping in today.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably,
Or family stuff going on. So.
Hey. Run8 over family, okay? Come on.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. Run8 over family.
I gotta step away, go get some liquid milk.
Gotcha. Okay. I say that obviously as tongue in cheek because sometimes I'll sit here. I know my daughter's working today, so it's not going to happen today. But there's been times on a Sunday, it's like right in the middle, or I just start my stream. It's like, okay, Dad, I'm ready to play Lotro. Let's go. Really? I'm streaming. This is my stream day. You know I'm streaming today. She knows. She's my moderator. She knows when I stream. If you come to Pittsburgh, it's worth it. You have NSCSX, Wheeling, Lake Erie, Allegheny Valley. I got friends from Lord of the Rings Online that live in Pittsburgh. My bucket list is when I finally get to the point of, okay, I want to step down and retire. Actually, I forgot to hit the countdown. Step down and retire, then I want to travel the country. In fact, I'm starting to get to that point. I'm looking at a gaming laptop that I can, run, Lord of the Rings Online, which uses like hardly any resources. Run8, those are the two main things that I play. Everything else is just sort of, maybe I want to play this, maybe I don't. So I'm still on the fence about getting Flight Simulator 2024. Jay Singh's like, you gotta get Flight Simulator. I like planes too. Yeah, I have 22. What's that?
So you want to wait? They got a lot of bugs on it right now.
Well, it's a Microsoft product. That's why I'm waiting. I mean, their concept is good, but their product always has bugs. I mean, it's just, and so, yeah, I already said, okay, it's coming out. I'm going to wait a year. That gives them a year to try to resolve all the issues that they have with it.
Yep, sure.
And then the other side of that coin is, do I want to go down that rabbit hole of buying all the equipment and everything? Because I'm already, I'm from Pittsburgh area and it's Heritage Central. Yeah, lucky you. I like going up to Sacramento because the Railroad Museum in Sacramento is really nice, and that, you go to the museum there that they have at the Horseshoe Curve. Yeah, I would probably live there. I would love it. All right, let's go ahead and set some handbrakes here. All right. Close that. Go ahead and there it is. Okay, release the coupler tension. All right, and now we're moving forward. Well, let's see. That one is for backing. Wheeling Lake Erie has Rio Grande. See, Brandon, you're just making me want to come out there. Trains and food. That would be like, yeah. I'm just saying, trains and food. Wait, Rio Grande was all the way out there? Actually, there's a book. I think I'm gonna buy it. Number one, I was thinking I had my subscription, and to Trains magazine. That lapsed like a long time ago. So I was looking last night of like restarting that subscription again, just so like, you know, hey, I can talk about different stuff and different railroads. But then there's a book that's put out by the Trains magazine people, and it's railroading principles, and they talk a lot of it. They have a lot of history in there, and that's what I like. I'm a history. Thank you, Mr. Bedford, my history teacher. I hated history. He gave me a love for history, and so now it's like I look at, you know, like the history of railroading, the history of places I go. I find it so fascinating. And then I went to a different website. I found that there's a there's a pint glass. I might order a couple of those. A pint glass that has Union Pacific and the tree branch underneath it of all the different railroads that they've picked up. So I'm like, I might have to get that and have, you know, use that for my beer. It doesn't surprise me though that there's the Rio Grande. I mean, there are like a lot of these older locomotives kind of get sold off and sold again and sold again.
I think he's just saying they have Rio Grande like tunnels out that way.
Ah, okay. Is that what it is? Oh, Rio Grande Tunnel. I got you. Okay. I love history on World War II, RRS steel and coal miners. Oh yeah. Some of this stuff fascinates me because it's like, the tunnels that were made, especially, well, they go around it now because it was so long. It was at one time the longest tunnel on the main line going from Davis to Sparks. Now like the longest one is near the summit. It's 2.5 miles, but this one that they went around because. Let me go take a look and see my car. Make sure oh yeah, we got cars. All right, I need to come down here, grab those, come down here, grab those, pull them back, and then we'll grab the other ones and put them in, and then we're good to go. Okay. But the fascinating thing about that long tunnel was they started, and this is 1800s technology, which pretty much was hammer and chisel. And they had a crew start on the east side of the Sierras, a crew start on the west side of the Sierras. They had 3 crews start at the top and drill down, and they get to a certain depth, and then their crews went east and west to make this one hand-carved tunnel, which was, I think, almost like 3 miles long, 4 miles long. And back when I was a kid, they used to go through it, but then now with the taller cars and everything, it was cheaper to cut a road to go around that mountain than instead of go through it. But when they drilled that tunnel and then surveyed it in the 1800s, Central Pacific did it, they were only off by 1 inch. That blows my mind. I so need to get out of the USA and see some of these trains. Get out to the USA and see some of these trains. I play Run8 from me, UK based. I love the feeds. I appreciate you, Chris, and I love the UK. Been there. In fact, that was my honeymoon. We went to London and London and Edinburgh were 2 of the stops, and then there was that little town you had to go across the channel. It's in that weird foreign country where nobody bathes. I'm kidding. It was fun. I never thought I would actually stand underneath the Eiffel Tower. And after a 13-hour flight, we get into Heathrow, get to the hotel, and my wife's like, "Let's go." She's all excited. Me, I'm dead because I cannot sleep on a plane. So I've been up for more than 24 hours. With the wedding night, and then the plane ride. Yeah, I'm like beat. And I remember she's a travel agent, so we got out, and I'm like a zombie walking through, getting on the tunnel, going. She's leading me, and then we get there, and I look up just as we hear it was a Big Ben chime, and all of a sudden it just hit me. I'm like, I'm in the UK. Boom! I was going nonstop from that point. That was 2 weeks of awesomeness. sat with the wife. She loves you. So we'll tell your wife I said hi. Thank you very much. And yeah, come on out to the U.S., man. You got lots of trains. I mean, if you come out to California, there you got the Hatchby Loop. If you come out here to Pittsburgh, you got the Horseshoe Curve. So, I mean, there's rail. I mean, there's so much railroading in this country, obviously, as you're aware. Okay, I got a situation with these cars here too. All right, so I've got some that are going to Johnstown, Norfolk Southern. So, which is going to be interesting.
Jason.
Hey, there's Jason.
Is Jason here?
Good morning.
Good morning, Jason.
Depending on where you're at, I guess.
Yeah. Did you forget about the time change?
What's up, Jason?
Sheena.
No,
I'm
my
waving.
regular schedule got to me.
Ah. All right, left control L. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to look at PepsiCo here. And let's see. There it is. Tank cars. These are outgoing tags say CSX. So, and they produce empties. So I need to change these out. I want to go see the Titanic birthplace. I'll tell you, you know what? And I recommend this, is go down to Portsmouth. If you go to Brandon, go to the UK, take the, first of all, get the Eurail hop on, hop off pass. I mean, you can, we had it for the 2 weeks we were there. It's just so nice. You can get on any bus, any train. And we went down to Portsmouth, and for me, I loved rigged ships, the old style fighting ships, and got to tour the HMS Victory. The gun deck, I was really surprised. I'm 6'3", and I had to think for a minute. Yeah, I'm 6'3", and it was like how much I had to stoop over down on the gun decks, and I'm like, either these guys were very, very short, or they were hunched over the whole time that they were actually firing those cannons. So, but she's gorgeous. If you like rig shipping, yeah, it is it's worth, Portsmouth is worth it. And then I got a story. We did make it up to, I see a Sasquatch sighting. There's Jason. I see Jason. What's up, Jason? So,
What you doing?
yeah, no, I'm just fixing cars. This is, like I said, I put the server up, but I'm bad. I've not visited it, so that's why we're here today. So this does produce empties, so I'm going to get on the ground here so I can make this change here. By the way, Chris, too, you're more than welcome. If you've got Run8, I think you said you did. Oh, you play Run8. These are public servers. If you join my Discord, and that's for anybody else, if you join my Discord, I go to the Lazy Farmer Discord channel. There's a link to the Lazy Farmer or TLF Mocell, and there you'll find access to the Pittsburgh server, the Southeast server, the AGS server, and Mohawk and Selkirk servers. And then on the Lazy Farmer, there's the access information over there, and I'm not going to get into the reason why it's on two different servers, but NorCal is over there, and then also, of course, on the Lazy Farmer or TLF Mocell is access to the Southwest Rail simulations. So that's the Southwest, and you are welcome to come play. You and your wife, man, we want to, hey, get over here, come play with us. You're only, what, 8 hours, 7 hours ahead of us? Yeah, you got time. All right, so this needs to be retagged. All these need to be retagged to CSX. That's the outgoing tag. Which, I gotta take a look and see where the depot says I need to send those. This needs to be retagged. So these are all tagged as D772STK, but this is actually PEP for PepsiCo, so all these cars need to be tagged to PEP. What's up? How you doing, Ghost? Alright, Let's go set this to PEP on all those. And we're going to load them all up since they are, and now these should actually work and then get retagged for CSX. I only got one cut of cars I need to pull out of here, and hopefully I've got room for the one I got to drop off. So let's, you know what, while I'm doing this, this is safety clean. Let's take a look and make sure safety clean is right. I may have to fudge this one as well too. D772. Yeah, no, Rockwood, Abex Industries. So yeah, this is not. Let's take a look. And so I want to see what this is. This is SKL. So left control L. SKL's right there. D793, empty tanks, and these are all going to CSX as well too. So we're going to retag these all to CSX because these are all empties. All right. So at the very least, we're going to end up taking these cars, and they'll end up down at Rose Yard, and then from there, we'll figure out. It may come back here. I mean, I don't know. If we go, let's go all the way down to the end down here. I'm going to fly down to the end and see how this was set up, because this is CSX Yard. To me, it seems like if we go all the way to the end, and here's the end, and there's no industry here, this would be a great place to set up a CSX. Make this whole track nothing but CSX. You can park cars here, and then they could get turned for industries at various locations on the map. So now I got a reason to grab that string of cars, send it down to Rose Yard so it gets sorted and sent out accordingly. So here's another issue I have too. These are empties. And this, I think, was safety clean. Let's go back. I think that those, where do you go? Safety cleans right there. They produce empties, which means that those actually needed to be, that's interesting. So those need to be loaded, but these came from the order builder. So either the order builder's wrong or the industry's wrong. So that means we're just going to load all these up so they can produce empties. There we go. Now we got a fully loaded train to work with. And what is, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Some of these are going to be left behind because we can only get 4 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. If these were ready to go, I'd be able to get all those in there. But yeah, it doesn't look like it. We're only going to grab 4, so 5 are going to get left behind. All right, let's go ahead and at least we can grab these out of here. Allegheny, Portage, Knott Valley. I don't know, actually look at this. You said that. I'm going to go look at, first of all. Alright, we're in Little Independent. Is there an industry set up for CSX? No. Nope. So that would be a good thing to do. That might be, if that's, I mean, looking at the map here on page 1 for Pittsburgh Line East, is they got the CSX S&C branch. That would actually be a good place for me to pull these cars and put them out over there. So, all right, where's my notebook for Pittsburgh? Let me grab my notebook over here. Make that change.
They're doing industry changes at CSX or CSS up here in Preston. It's off track is basically
which I got to do this on my local, and then I got to transfer the files over. But I can do that now. Most of the PR line, Altoona to Johnstown, follow the Allegheny Portage. Gotcha. So I like when people have they're like full on, this is where I live and I know everything about that railroad. Because I'm on railroads I know nothing about.
A lot of the industries out here are set up to produce tanks for CSX or CON or
Conrail would go, the Conrail ones are easy. Those go back to Rose and then get put on a train to go ahead toward Conway. And I don't know if they're ever going to end up. Yeah, that one, Brandon. That was actually Yard. Somebody else used to run this server, and he shut it down. So I took, hey, can I start it up? And he goes, go ahead. But when he was running the server, Crescent Yard is that's where I worked, and yeah, we had it down. He was sending me trains all the time, and yeah, RJ Corman. I even found a livery for RJ Corman on the enhancement Discord page. So I always change the liveries out on those locomotives, so it looked like RJ Corman. But they were too clean. That's the only thing about them. They were nice and pretty, but they're too clean. These trains aren't that clean. Create CSX Yard. Change. East. All right, and then what did you have, Ken?
Over here at Preston, the CSS industry that scrap bonds.
Right.
There's for that industry, there's laid down the industry track.
So remove industry. Industry error. Alright, so we got two things I'm going to do. I'll add an industry for CSX, so that would be, and if there's any other industries that have cars for CSX, they would go eventually to Rose, and then Rose would send them here, and then we would take them and set them out. I could even put a couple of CSX locomotives in this yard where I'm at right here, which would make sense. And then all they're going to do is take the cars, set them out, and then bring them back, and that's it. But at least that would simulate the interchange between Conrail or Norfolk Southern, whatever, or no, Conemaugh Black Lick. That's what I want to find. I want to find a livery for Conemaugh.
There's one for the SD15s.
I'm looking for one for like the SD40s or SD45s or GP40s, something like that. That's what I was talking about. Okay, F7 cheat. Where am I at? I'm sitting there having too much fun. I gotta keep track of my time here. Oh, I only got 15 minutes left. Wow, this was fun. And release the handbrake. Where are you going? Well, wrong way. Don't go off the track. Stop. Yeah. Yeah, no, that would have been bad. Here we go. Okay, I said reset lead unit. I need to change the tag so I can get the switch list. D793. There we go. And then switch list. Safety clean. That's all I've got. Because these they don't have the, well, I could have gone like this and do this. Well, it actually isn't going to show up on the switch list because they're still being worked. So these aren't ready to go, but I'm surprised these CSX. I'm surprised they didn't show up. Anyway.
Alright.
trying to drive a train here. All right, what's the note? What are you talking? Hey, you Mike. You just keep your mouth shut and drive that train, okay? You're not down here working the heavy iron like us. You're just sitting back in your air-conditioned cab, going, "Yeah, this is really pretty."
I'm freezing. It's nice.
Close the window. Like you guys all got snow. I got like it's like not that there's like it's pretty, man. Like there's no snow on the ground. It's green. It's clear skies. Look, there's a nice bright sun offline. All right, what's the next one?
High County.
High County Motors. HCM.
Outgoing tag says
So, let's see. High County Motors. HCM, High County Motors, RJ1, and then it's going to RJ Corman. Interesting. See, that's the mistake that they. Okay. That's basically sending it back to itself.
Yep.
You know, back to the yard, and then that it goes. Hey, hello YouTube. Can you bring back my chat, please? YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, that's what Bram was saying. Is also when you go up and press and you interchange a car to Carmen. This is fine. I mean, you got RJ Carmen. You drop cars off. You got the RJ Carmen yard there. But then those High County Motors, all it's doing is just taking them. They're coming in as going out to the industry as RJ1, but then they're coming back to the RJ Corman yard. What happens after that? You know. Years ago, I saw a reroute on the Pittsburgh line. Power was all CSX, no NS leader. Probably because NS derailed somewhere, or CSX derailed somewhere. Somebody's derailed. I wanted to look that up. I always want to see how many on a given day, how many derails there are. I mean, some of them are going to be like the small little ones where you pick a switch and the car ends up on the ground. I don't care about those. I'm talking about the big ones. All right, going forward. All right, Chris, I'm going to come back to you if you're still with me, man. Just what's your favorite? Do you have all the routes, or is there? And if you do, what's your favorite one to be on? I'm interested to know. Somebody had sent me a message a while back that they wish Run8 had like overseas stuff. You know, like I wouldn't mind seeing that, but it's never going to happen. And I only say that just because these guys that actually do Run8, they have regular jobs. This is a small little independent company, and they do it why? Because they love trains, and they like actually was it Microsoft's train simulator. And when Microsoft killed that project, this is what they came up with to keep things going, and it's become kind of a huge success. I'll just put it out there for anybody. What is your favorite map? Just go ahead and chat it up there.
I'm partial to
I am too. Don't get me wrong, I am too, but that's where I live, and so I force myself to go to different places. Be nice to have Fostoria. Yeah. I mean, they got a lot of things on their plate right now. I think their focus is extending AGS out. Oh my goodness, countdown. We're coming to the end of it here. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of air on. Hey! There's a Sasquatch on the end of my train here.
Take a
Oh
ride.
no.
All right, you know what? Since you're going to hang on there, I'm going to go sit in the cab. And now I'm waiting for you to tell me what to do, conductor.
Oh boy.
Hi, I'm still
Just
about.
over.
It's tea time here. We're just done. Oh, you've done tea time and a roast? Hey, Chris has got a roast going. Let's all go over to his house.
On my way, jumping in my private jet.
There it is. Air's coming off, backing up. Hopefully you set that switch.
I think you did. I hope.
I think yeah. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Where are we going with them?
I'm actually backing into that cut of cars that's a safety clean.
Oh, okay. For 10 right now.
All right, good for 10. I should do this. I'll let you know what I'm doing. There you go. Chris says we are all welcome. So if you're going to jump in your private jet, you mind swinging out here, picking me up. You can pick Mike up, and then we'll go back and pick up Jason. We'll get Sean, and then, you know.
Oh no, I'll just stop getting Jason on my way.
What the heck?
Easy story.
Okay, so Jason first, then me, then Mike. Then we go get Sean. Ghost hasn't been chatting, so he only said hi, and then, yeah.
Good for 10 more.
10 more, yeah, slow it down.
And a bunch.
You can lazy will be the walker pick up.
Yeah. We can turn that 13-hour flight into like 20 hours.
Yeah, slow down to 5.
Down to 5.
Oh. We should have gone down the track.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like a rhino.
Get your pen out, Mike. All right, what do you need me to do? I'm going to stop. What do you need me to do?
Yeah, take a minute over the switch.
All right. If you're going to ride my cars, I'm going to put you to work. That's all I'm just saying. All right, the bell's ringing. That's already. This is, I got 3 for a safety clean.
Pick up.
3. Oh, 3 cars I'm picking up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I should have went in.
Oh. Yeah, you can stop at 3.
And 3. 1415. Sean, man, it's like every time he gets a new DLC, we move to something different. And then he's like, I gotta do one now. Sean, we all came up with a plan. This is it. We're working it.
10 more.
10. No, not at all, Jerry. Just send me. Do me a favor. Send me a DM in my Discord channel. Either one. I'll put you back in. Yeah, we don't do checkout rides. Stop at 6. Four to go. 3. 2.
Checkout ride, which would be a little bit tighter on some.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, like, all servers involved, we don't do checkout rides, but yeah, there's got to be maybe a training session. Especially, go ahead.
One to enjoy.
One.
Me.
Speaking of training session.
Half.
Half.
Stop and stretch.
Stop and stretch.
Good hook.
Good hook.
Duck group.
Reset.
I'll put air on these.
Yeah. Just because the server restarted, so it just lays them all up. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pull these into the yard where the ones that need to be pushed back in, and that's going to be the end of the stream. I'm already like getting close to, I think, over the 2-hour mark now. Yeah, 1 hour, 58 minutes, so it'll be just perfect. You can go full open. Brakes off.
Brakes off. Right point.
Oh, you know what? Helps if I turn on the field generator.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, what? Those left? Again. Alright, so the speed set 10 miles an hour, heading back to the yard. I mean, I got to spend more time on all the maps, but this is, yeah, this is nice.
Around this neat area.
It really is. I mean, this area's neat. I mean, Crescent was fun. Hollidaysburg, when I was down there trying to fix some of the cars and stuff, that looks, I mean, all these short lines they have everywhere just look really good. I mean, and that's what this map is about. I mean, you got Norfolk Southern on the main, and you got all these little short lines everywhere. You know, and then if you want to go haul coal, South Fork Secondary. Devin was supposed to help me out with that one because we were pulling 100. I brought way too little power out there, and we have 100 cars loaded with coal that we were going to pull out. And coming out that, it's up and down, and then back up and then down again. We gotta come to a stop. Darn it. Stop in time. No, I'm not. I'm going to have to push back. Come on, put a stop. Oh, are you going to stop in time? Oh, yes. Look at that. All right, I'm going to go ahead. Now, this is like the CSX problem, the Crazy 8s. I just jumped out of the cab to throw a switch. I can simulate that. Just, slap the train into notch 8 instead of putting full dynamic like he thought he did. There's 84 lumber, and then there's 84C. I guess 84L and 84C that I noticed. Yeah.
They got 84 lumber over here?
Yep.
Oh, 84 lumber is big down here. 84.
I think it's big on the east coast. We don't have it out here on the west coast.
We have it here.
You have 84 lumber there too?
Timer set, so we'll count down, we'll get these in there, and then we'll be set up to shove these other cars back. But I'm going to bring the stream down. As soon as we get this thing tied down, good to go. I tell you, it was, I mean, and I'm going to be honest with you, I mean, yeah, I was still a little tired. Yeah, the time change didn't really affect me, but I was like, man, I just want to stay in bed. I was in that mood.
Anywhere you can get them stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty clear. Alright. Now we'll get this stopped and we'll tie those down and then break loose, and then I'll bring this fun fest. It was fun. I got started. Once I got started and started talking to you guys, man, it's like, it was good. It was a good time. So, yeah. Alright. Get back on the ground here. Oh, he's setting handbrakes. Awesome. Alright, let me get on the ground. What size is he on? There he is. Yep, there he is. He's over there working. So, the beauty of Run8, multiplayer. It's great single player, but it's awesome multiplayer. Alright, did you get that?
Pull our pin, but I don't know if it,
Let's see. Yes.
there it goes.
Yeah, that's something they do need to fix, is that when you're playing conductor, it doesn't act like it pulls the pin, but it really does. Pin a brake, we'll bring this to a stop. Neutral. Alright. And I'm going to hit E-brake, which sets the handbrakes on that. All switches are off. Go to the ground. Go down to isolate on both of these, and then shut down, and there we are. Okay, so we're sitting down here. We still need to fix this, but I'll be back in a minute, guys. So I'm going to go close out the stream. All right. All right, so that was absolutely fun. I mean, that was you're not wrong. I mean, it was the quickest 2 hours ever. You guys have been great chatting with me. I love it. So next Saturday is the planned. I will find out tomorrow if I'm working Saturday again. If I'm not working Saturday, then I'll be streaming Saturday morning, more Run8. And then somewhere, hopefully during the week, we'll get some more Lord of the Rings in. Simply because we got the new 64-bit servers going. I've got my characters transferring over there. That has been a mess. But really no fault of their own. They opened up free character transfers, and Lord of the Rings Online, 18-year-old game, has grown to over 4 million subscribers. So it's very packed, and everybody's trying to get onto these new 64-bit servers, and it's been a mess. So I feel sorry for the devs over there, but they're making it happen. So Douglas, how we doing? Thanks for the stream. Hey, I appreciate it. Come on in and join us if you got Run8. And that's for anybody. If you have Run8 and you're playing just locally and you want to try, dip your toe into the multiplayer, very casual over here. We do have some rules that we need to set, and I guess we're going to have to put those rules in writing. But most part, we don't do checkout rides over here on Run8. We're a teaching group. Okay, we're coaches. We're going. If we see you do something wrong, we're going to go ahead and we're not going to yell at you, but we are going to coach you. All right. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate you, Chris. Thank you too. And once again, Chris, come on over. You can come play with us. If you got Run8, I guarantee you we've got a server for you. Okay, and we do run. Once again, nice. Yeah, just if you want to get into the servers, join my Discord. The description is in the for my Discord. The description's in the link is in the description. Is what I'm trying to say. I think my 2 cups of coffee are kicking in. But anyway, the link is you can join the Lazy Farmer Discord channel. In that Discord channel is a link to the TLF Mosel channel. So Lazy Farmer Discord has NorCal. The other channel has all the other servers. We've also partnered with Southwest Rail Simulation, so if Southwest is your cup of tea, we use their server. And just like us, they're a teaching group. So our goal is to get more people familiar with Run8, maybe with, on a casual, proper railroad operations. We're not hardcore. This is how you have to do it. But there are some things like, the locomotives need to stay in the yards or on the short line that they're assigned to. If you're going to flip a switch, make sure you put it back. If you're asking Auto to give you mainline authority, make sure you relinquish it before you're done. Don't tie down your train on a ladder. Don't tie down your train on the mainline. Basic stuff. We just want to make sure that if you're playing, you're not interfering with somebody else's fun, and that's really where the rules come from. So anyway, all that being said, I'm going to go play now, and we'll see you next week. If you have any questions, you guys can ask me questions in the YouTube channel, or you can go to my Discord. We do have a question forum up there as well too. I guarantee you, if you have a question about Run8, somebody else has that same question. So you'll be helping them out. Anyway, CSX, see ya. Ghost, I know you're popping into my channel. I'll catch you later. And then everybody else that's already in my channel that was actually chatting in this multiplayer session. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I will catch you guys next week.